Time liquefied, I saw the gunman's knuckles whiten, saw Natalie shift for a desperate lunge she'd never make in time. My body chose for me. I scooped a jagged piece of concrete from the rubble and hurled it into the darkness to their right. Thumb crash. Contact right, I screamed, my voice a deep, commanding bark. The distraction worked. The two flanking bandits spun toward the noise. The leader flinched, his barrel wavering. That was all Natalie needed. A blur of violet motion, she closed the distance in 2 strides, her stun baton crackling. She thrust it like a spear into the leader's solar plexus. He folded with a strangled gasp, convulsions seizing him as his rifle clattered to the ground. "Run," I yelled, bursting from the shadows and grabbing her arm. "Go, Nat, go." The other 2 bandits started shouting, realizing the ruse. A bullet sparked off the concrete inches from my face. "My baton," Natalie started. "Leave it," I dragged her toward the dense tree line. We sprinted, a frantic, lung-burning dash through the dark. Branches whipped our faces as kinetic rounds tore through the night behind us. We didn't stop until my chest felt like broken glass, collapsing into a ravine at the bottom of a muddy embankment. I lay there gasping at the sliver of moon. "You," Natalie panted, crawling to me. "You threw the stone," you yelled. "Diversion," I wheezed. "Basic tactic." "You saved me," she said, her voice filled with wonder. She grabbed my shoulders. "You jumped into a gunfight with a rock, Elias. Are you insane?" Probably, I managed a weak grin, but it worked. "Insane," she decided, pulling me into a fierce, desperate hug, and so stupidly brave. We moved through the night, fueled by adrenaline. By dawn, we reached the obstacle I had been dreading, the crossing. The bridge was out, bombed by my own people months ago. The only way across was a wrecked maintenance catwalk, swaying 30 feet above the churning river. "That does not look stable," Natalie observed. "It's the only way," I said. "Shil'vati do not swim well," she admitted. "Too dense." "Catwalk it is." I went first, testing the footing as wind whipped at us. We were halfway across when the spotlight hit, a pure white beam from a patrol boat downriver. "Halt," a voice boomed. "You are in a restricted zone." "Morsh," Natalie squinted. "No," I said, my stomach dropping. "That's military police. They aren't part of the game. If they catch me with a knife in a restricted zone, I'd be fingerprinted. They'd match me to the insurgent data." "We run," Natalie decided. "Hold on to me." Before I could protest, she scooped me up and broke into a run. The catwalk screamed as metal sheared. The patrol boat opened fire, warning shots zipping over our heads. "Nat, put me down." "Almost there," she roared, leaping over a missing section of grating. We landed hard on the Jerseyside pylon, rolling together. She scrambled up the embankment, carrying me like a doll, tearing through a chain-link fence with her bare hands. We vanished into an industrial wasteland, collapsing behind rotting pallets in an abandoned warehouse. "We made it," Natalie gasped, eyes shining. We crossed. But as the adrenaline faded, a new sound cut through the air. Beep, beep, beep. It was coming from Natalie's wrist comm. She looked down, her face falling. "It's a proximity alert. From the tracker Morsh put on us, it's blinking red." "Red means?" "Red means captured," she said, her voice trembling. "The boat, they must have tagged us." She looked at me, devastation in her eyes. "We failed, Elias. It's over."
Want to keep the flame ignited without having to wait for the next part? You can find the full, tantalizing tale on our main page. See the link in the description.